Without objection.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, I come to the floor today to talk about something that is fundamental to all of us, and that is the safety and security of our country. On October 5th, our special forces did an excellent job in conjunction with our intelligence community, and I commend the administration for ordering the raid that captured a key Al-Qaeda terrorist whose name is Abu Anas al-Libi. What they did when they captured him is they put him on a ship. And about a week ago, my colleague from South Carolina and my colleague from Georgia, who is the ranking member of the Intelligence Committee, we stood up and we said, why, when we gather and we capture successfully, which is as a result of the great work done by our special forces and our intelligence agents, one of the most important Al-Qaeda captures that we have made in our country in years, why are we putting him on a ship for purposes of interrogation instead of bringing him to the Guantanamo Bay detention facility, which is a top-rate detention facility where we can do a lengthy interrogation of someone who has been associated with Osama bin Laden, who has been associated with the current head of Al-Qaeda, Anwar al-Awlaki, someone who is charged with participating and being involved in the 1998 Kenya and Tanzania bombings at the embassies that killed 224 people, including 12 Americans. Someone who's been described as a potential treasure trove of information about the activities of Al-Qaeda, their plans, and the information we have that's been released publicly is he's someone that Anwar al-Awlaki actually may have sent to Libya to try to make sure that they could have the Al-Qaeda network in Libya. Let's not forget what happened on September 11th a year ago in Libya, where our ambassador and 3 brave Americans were murdered. Does Mr. al-Libi know anything about that? We will never know fully what Mr. al-Libi knows because after a week on the ship, where our intelligence officials were given an opportunity to speak to him, he was transferred to federal district court, and today in federal district court he pled not guilty to the bombings, the 1998 bombings at the embassy. He was given a lawyer, and we know when these terrorists are given a lawyer, it gives them an opportunity to say, I won't talk to anyone anymore because I have a lawyer. They're told they have the right to remain silent. It's irresponsible for our nation to capture a top Al-Qaeda terrorist and tell him, here's your lawyer a week later, here's your right to remain silent, because the most important piece that we have to protect our country is information to prevent future attacks, information that our intelligence officials can use about the Al-Qaeda network to protect Americans, to protect our allies. And that information was given up because this administration is so worried and so concerned about political points about closing Guantanamo Bay that they would rather transfer someone after a week who is a key Al-Qaeda operative to federal district court in New York, give him a lawyer, instead of a lengthy interrogation designed to find out everything that he knows. It took years to get the information that led to the bin Laden raid that captured and killed Osama bin Laden. And yet a key Al-Qaeda operative, only a week of interrogation because they're so worried about we don't want to add any more people to those that are present in Guantanamo Bay, that they would rather put that political goal above gathering information to make sure that America is protected. It's wrong, and we will never know what we lost for information that could have protected Americans by only allowing this interrogation to go a week in military custody instead of a lengthy interrogation in a top-rate detention facility. Now, one of the reasons that the administration has given is that he had medical issues. And if he did have medical issues, guess what? Guantanamo Bay actually has top-rate medical facilities. And had we captured him and brought him right there, in fact, these are the same types of medical services that our own men and women in uniform are able to receive. He could have been treated there, and we also could have kept him there and made sure that we prioritized getting information about Al-Qaeda from him to prevent future attacks against America and to stop the terrorists with this information. Because the more information we have, the better we can protect our country. You know, since I got in the Senate on the Armed Services Committee, I've been repeatedly asking the administration, what is your detention and interrogation policy? What if you capture the head of Al-Qaeda tomorrow? And you know what I get from the top military leaders? I've gotten answers like, I would need lawyerly help on that one. We're still working on our detention and interrogation policy. Well, while they have had years to work on this, we are left where we are. That a top Al-Qaeda terrorist, after only a week of interrogation, would be given a lawyer so that they can accomplish their political goals instead of prioritizing gathering information from someone who has known Osama bin Laden, been involved with him, knows the current head of Al-Qaeda, and was captured in Libya, and finding out what that individual knows to keep America safe. I hope that the administration will stop doing this. We can't put politics above intelligence gathering to protect our country. And I would ask the senator from South Carolina